Here's what Elon Musk sees in you: your mission. The mission begins not with grand declarations or public applause, but in the quiet moments when your mind reaches beyond the ordinary, when that restless curiosity burning inside you refuses to settle for the familiar. It's in the spark of thought that defies gravity, imagining possibilities no one else has dared to pursue, that the journey truly ignites. Every great achievement, every leap forward in human understanding, is preceded by a period of seeming impossibility, of doubt, of internal debate, where the mind teeters on the edge of reason and imagination. To see the world not as it is, but as it could be, is both a gift and a burden, a responsibility demanding courage, resilience, and an almost obsessive willingness to explore. Vision isn't passive observation. It's active engagement with reality, a continuous questioning of what exists and a tireless quest for what might be. The universe doesn't yield its secrets lightly. It waits for those who dare to ask the right questions, who push beyond the comforting boundaries of convention, who refuse to accept that something can't be done simply because no one else has done it. To be visionary is to embrace discomfort, to recognize that every step forward is fraught with risk. Yet, the risk itself is inseparable from the reward. There's a certain poetry in this relentless drive, a rhythm of ideation, experimentation, failure, and iteration. Every failure is a data point. Every misstep, a lesson. Every obstacle, an opportunity to refine your approach, rethink assumptions, and innovate anew. Consider the trajectory of human progress, from the first sparks of fire to the first tentative steps off our planet. Each advance has been fueled by a refusal to accept limitations. Curiosity is the engine of civilization, and imagination is the fuel that drives it beyond known horizons. To participate in this ongoing story is to acknowledge that today's constraints are merely the starting points for tomorrow's possibilities. You must think expansively, act decisively, and remain unrelentingly persistent. The path of transformation is never linear, never predictable, and rarely easy. Yet, it's precisely in the difficulty that meaning is forged, in the struggle that character is built, in the act of creation that you touch the infinite. Time itself is both ally and adversary. It presses upon every endeavor with relentless force, reminding you that moments are fleeting, opportunities ephemeral, and the window for action never guaranteed. Yet, it provides the context for growth, where ideas mature and cumulative effort transforms the improbable into the inevitable. You must cultivate patience without complacency, urgency without panic, ambition without hubris. The balance is delicate, the tension constant, the stakes immense. In this tension lies the clarity to focus, discern patterns amidst chaos, and see connections invisible to those content with surface impressions. Innovation in its truest sense isn't merely inventing something new, it's reconfiguring understanding itself. It's perceiving relationships and structures others overlook, challenging deeply entrenched assumptions, dismantling orthodoxies, and rebuilding frameworks that are more robust, more elegant, more aligned with reality's potential. Every breakthrough begins with a question, a willingness to say, "What if?" and pursue it with relentless rigor. It demands intellect and intuition, a subtle interplay between analytical precision and imaginative exploration. You must cultivate a mindset that thrives on uncertainty, treating ambiguity as fertile ground rather than fear. In the unknown, possibilities are infinite, and that's where the greatest discoveries await. Risk is inherent, but calculated risk, guided by careful reasoning and audacious vision, becomes a pathway, not a barrier. Every challenge provides an opportunity to deepen insight, refine strategy, and cultivate resilience. Success is rarely immediate. It's the culmination of countless iterations, relentless refinement, and the steady accumulation of small, meaningful progress. Leadership here isn't about authority or prestige, it's about inspiring others, articulating a vision so compelling that people are drawn into its orbit, motivated to contribute their skills, creativity, and energies toward a shared goal. True leaders foster environments where curiosity flourishes, experimentation is encouraged, and mistakes are stepping stones, not failures. They understand that the most significant breakthroughs emerge from collaborative efforts, the synthesis of diverse perspectives, and the relentless exchange of ideas. At the heart of this mission is a commitment to transcendence, stretching beyond personal limitations to touch something larger than yourself. The scope of ambition must match the scale of the challenges. Incremental change is insufficient when problems demand revolutionary thinking. To aim for the stars isn't a metaphor, it's a declaration of intent, recognizing that humanity's potential is boundless, and exploration, discovery, and innovation are imperatives, not luxuries. To participate in this journey is to embrace discomfort, live with uncertainty, cultivate resilience, and sustain unwavering focus on long-term objectives while navigating the present's complexities. Every idea, insight, and technological advancement is inseparable from the human experience shaping it. Innovation doesn't exist in isolation, it's a product of culture, collaboration, and the unending dialogue between individuals and their environments. You must develop not only technical mastery but also deep awareness of human motivation, social dynamics, and ethical responsibility. Progress without purpose is hollow. Advancement without considering consequences is reckless. The visionary balances ambition with responsibility, creativity with discipline, curiosity with discernment. The stakes are nothing less than society's trajectory, ecosystem survival, and human flourishing on a planetary scale. Every frontier explored brings new questions, ethical considerations, and challenges that can't be anticipated. Expanding knowledge and capability imposes a moral imperative to wield power wisely, respect complexity, and act with foresight. History shows the duality of human potential, brilliance that uplifts civilizations and folly that imperils them. To make a meaningful contribution, cultivate a mindset embracing courage and caution, navigating ambition and humility, imagining scalable, sustainable, ethically sound solutions. This pursuit requires relentless learning. Knowledge is both weapon and shield, equipping you to navigate uncertainty, make informed decisions, anticipate consequences, and spot opportunities invisible to others. Lifelong learning isn't a strategy, it's a necessity. The world evolves at an accelerating pace, and those who refuse to adapt, question, and explore new paradigms risk obsolescence. Become a perpetual student of reality, observing patterns, analyzing trends, and synthesizing insights across disciplines. Interdisciplinary thinking seeds innovation, where one domain's insights catalyze another's breakthroughs, and disconnected ideas coalesce into transformative solutions. Yet, knowledge alone isn't enough. Vision requires action. The translation of abstract ideas into concrete outcomes. Execution is where theory meets reality, intentions test against constraints, and imagination collides with physics, economics, and human behavior. Many falter here, captivated by conceptual brilliance but unable to navigate practical complexities. Success comes from embracing thinking and doing, iterating rapidly, treating setbacks as experiments providing crucial feedback. Discipline, perseverance, and resilience are the scaffolding supporting ambition's weight. Time asserts its pressure again. Urgency to act compounds with the relentless acceleration of change. Technologies advance, societies shift, opportunities arise and vanish with unprecedented speed. To hesitate is to concede to inertia, to delay is to let others define the future. Cultivate immediacy without recklessness, focus on execution without losing long-term sight. Prioritization becomes an art. Identifying battles to fight, resources to marshal, risks worth taking, compromises tolerable. It's a continual calibration, judgment honed by experience, reflection, and intuition. Innovation often demands disrupting entrenched paradigms, questioning authority, overturning assumptions on which industries or disciplines rest. This is rarely comfortable. Opposition is inevitable, from competitors, colleagues, norms, even internal doubt questioning if the effort is worth the risk. Persisting in the face of skepticism defines world transformers. They cultivate resilience proactively, confronting obstacles as inherent to the journey, not aberrations to avoid. Creativity isn't a passive talent, it's a skill to develop, refine, and apply deliberately. It's seeing beyond conventional boundaries, recombining ideas novelly, envisioning the impossible. Every creation starts with observation, noticing the overlooked, questioning the taken for granted, imagining alternatives. Then, rigorous experimentation, iterating through possibilities, learning from errors, adjusting assumptions, converging on innovative, feasible solutions. The process is messy, nonlinear, exhausting, yet within this crucible, transformation occurs. Collaboration amplifies this. No individual, no matter how talented, operates in a vacuum. Networks of knowledge, teams of dedicated minds, communities of shared purpose are essential. Inspiring, communicating vision clearly, integrating perspectives, fostering creativity, thriving environments, these are as vital as technical skill or intellect. Leadership empowers, enabling others to contribute their best, challenge assumptions, co-create surpassing solutions. Yet, maintain a clear internal compass. Distraction, trend chasing, superficial engagement threaten. Cultivate discernment, identify opportunities aligning with the mission, avoid diluting distractions. Strategic patience is as valuable as audacity. Not every opportunity needs seizing immediately, but pursued ones demand full commitment, aligned resources, relentless execution. Balance focus and flexibility, patience and urgency, central to navigating innovation's complex landscape. Humanity's greatest achievements stem from audacious thinking paired with disciplined action, space exploration, genome mapping, digital networks connecting billions. All required imagining the unrealized, pursuing with rigor, embracing failure as integral. Success hinged on curiosity, courage, skill, collaboration, relentless iteration. Seeing the world differently isn't enough. Act differently, persistently, translating vision into reality. Undertaking this magnitude means accepting inevitable failure, but understanding it's not an endpoint, it's a guidepost. Each misstep illuminates unseen paths, each setback sharpens understanding, each obstacle refines strategy and strengthens resolve. Most effective transformers aren't those who never fail, but those embracing failure as essential, extracting lessons, internalizing insights, applying with renewed vigor. Resilience cultivates in challenge, not comfort, adversity, not ease. Character depth measures by persisting despite uncertainty, opposition, despair from confronting human limits. Embark with a mindset integrating long-term thinking and immediate action. Dreaming isn't enough. Operationalize dreams practically, measurably, scalably. Vision without execution is vanity. Execution without vision, aimless labor. Strategic clarity is essential. Understand ultimate objectives, incremental steps, managed dependencies, mitigated risks, seized opportunities at the right moment. This demands intellectual rigor and emotional intelligence. Navigating dynamics, inspiring trust, fostering collaboration in high-stakes environments. Transformative impact demands relentless curiosity, exploring the unknown, questioning assumptions, seeking hidden patterns. Curiosity drives continuous learning and innovation. A curious mind rejects the status quo, interrogates, probes, imagines alternatives. It demands humility. No one has all knowledge. Every perspective offers insight. Wisdom emerges at disciplinary intersections. Cultivating curiosity fosters adaptability. In a rapidly changing world, learning, unlearning, relearning is invaluable. Risk-taking is inseparable. Calculated risk is innovation's currency, transforming potential into reality. It's not reckless leaps, it's deliberate assessment of probabilities, consequences, options. It requires courage and preparation, anticipating obstacles, planning contingencies, retaining pivot flexibility. Risk-taking isn't prudence's opposite. It's disciplined courage informed by knowledge, analysis, foresight. Ethics and responsibility are critical. Creating, innovating, altering systems carries profound consequences, reverberating to communities, ecosystems, future generations. Visionary leadership needs a moral framework guiding decisions in ambiguity or pressure. Without it, impact risks self-serving or destructive. True innovation elevates humanity, respects life, contributes to the common good. Measured not in profits or accolades, but enduring value and positive transformation. Every great achievement stems from relentless focus. Distraction sabotages progress. In an information-saturated world, maintaining purpose clarity is challenging yet essential. Focus isn't just time allocation, it's disciplined prioritization of attention, energy, resources. It demands courage to say no to irrelevant attractions, resist immediate gratification, commit to long-term objectives amid uncertainty. Focus builds momentum, deepens insight, achieves precision for transformative results. Collaboration amplifies impact. No individual solves modern complexities alone. Expertise networks, purpose communities, vision-united teams are essential. Effective collaboration requires communication, empathy, trust, integrating perspectives, reconciling differences, harnessing collective intelligence. Successful missions emerge from multiple minds synthesizing towards shared objectives, each contributing strengths while aligning with coherent strategy. The mission demands long-term perspective. Profound achievements unfold over years, decades, requiring sustained commitment and patience. Immediate results rarely indicate ultimate success. Navigate short-term pressures and long-term aspirations, maintaining resilience through setbacks, iterating, adapting, advancing. Patience isn't passivity. It's strategic persistence. Understanding transformation needs time and effort, endurance as critical as ingenuity, cumulative progress from steady, intentional steps. Adaptability is essential. Change is constant. Circumstances rarely conform to expectations. Pivoting, adjusting strategies, embracing new information, revising assumptions sustains momentum. Adaptability isn't inconsistency, it's responsiveness, remaining aligned with objectives while modifying methods to evolving conditions. This flexibility navigates uncertainty confidently, seizes unexpected opportunities, converts challenges to advantages. Creativity must be deliberately cultivated, not passive, but active practice, observation, questioning, experimentation. It thrives at curiosity and rigor's intersection, requiring imaginative vision and critical evaluation. Test, refine, iterate every idea, treat failure as data, not defeat. The creative process is nonlinear, messy, frustrating. Yet breakthroughs emerge from persistent exploration, iterative experimentation, relentless improvement. Every great achievement, every leap in human understanding, is preceded by a period that seems impossible, moments of doubt, internal debate, a mind perched between reason and imagination. To see the world not as it is, but as it could be, is a gift and a burden, demanding courage, resilience, and an almost obsessive willingness to explore. Vision is not passive observation. It is active engagement with reality, a relentless questioning of what exists and a tireless pursuit of what might be. The universe does not yield its secrets lightly. It awaits those who dare to ask the right questions, those who push beyond comfortable conventions, those who refuse to accept that something cannot be done simply because no one has done it. To be visionary is to embrace discomfort, to recognize that every step forward carries risk, and to understand that risk and reward are inseparable. There is a poetry in this relentless drive, a rhythm of ideation, experimentation, failure, and iteration. Every failure is a data point, every misstep a lesson, every obstacle an opportunity to refine the approach, to rethink assumptions, and to innovate anew. Consider the arc of human progress. From the discovery of fire to the first tentative steps beyond our planet, each advance has been fueled by a stubborn refusal to accept limitations. Curiosity is civilization's engine, and imagination its fuel that pushes beyond known horizons. Participating in this ongoing story means recognizing that today's constraints are merely starting points for tomorrow's possibilities. One must think expansively, act decisively, and remain unrelentingly persistent. The path of transformation is never linear, never predictable, and rarely easy. Yet it is precisely in difficulty that meaning is forged, in struggle that character is built, and in creation that we touch the infinite. Time is both ally and adversary. It presses on every endeavor, reminding us that moments are fleeting, opportunities ephemeral, and the window to act never guaranteed. Yet it also provides the context in which growth occurs, ideas mature, and cumulative effort turns the improbable into the inevitable. We must cultivate patience without complacency, urgency without panic, ambition without hubris. The balance is delicate, the tension constant, and the stakes immense. In that tension lies the clarity to discern patterns amidst chaos, to see connections invisible to those satisfied with surface impressions. Innovation, in its truest sense, is not merely inventing something new. It is reconfiguring understanding itself, seeing relationships and structures others overlook, challenging deeply entrenched assumptions, dismantling orthodoxies, and rebuilding frameworks that are stronger, more elegant, and more aligned with reality's potential. Every breakthrough begins with a question, a what if, pursued with relentless rigor. It demands intellect as well as intuition, a harmony of analytical precision and imaginative exploration. We must cultivate a mindset that thrives on uncertainty, treating ambiguity as fertile ground rather than fear. In the unknown, possibilities are infinite, and the greatest discoveries await there. Risk is inherent, but calculated risk, guided by careful reasoning and audacious vision, transforms pathways into opportunities rather than barriers. Every challenge along the journey deepens insight, refines strategy, and builds resilience. Success is rarely immediate, it accrues through countless iterations, relentless refinement, and the patient accumulation of small, meaningful progress. Leadership in this context is not about authority or prestige. It is about inspiring others to contribute their skills, creativity, and energy toward a shared goal. True leaders foster environments where curiosity flourishes, experimentation is encouraged, and mistakes are treated as stepping stones rather than failures. The most significant breakthroughs often emerge from collaboration, the synthesis of diverse perspectives and the relentless exchange of ideas.